What is the economic problem? There are many problems around the world: unemployment, hunger, inadequate infrastructure, global warming, poverty, insecurity, terrorism, etc. Politicians even use these in their campaigns, telling people what problems they would tackle when elected in the next elections. But economists think differently. They believe the real problem with all economies is that the resources at our disposal are not enough for all the things we want. We desire to have a lot of goods and services such as food, water, books, computers, games, etc. But those things or resources required to put those things together are not enough. The primary problem with all economies is that human wants are unlimited or infinite, while the resources used to satisfy them are limited or finite. In other words, the amount of resources we have in the world is inadequate for our numerous or endless wants. The economic problem is also called scarcity. What are the resources? As earlier stated, resources are those things required for producing goods and services. They are also called factors of production, agents of production, or productive resources. Land is a natural resource like river, crude oil, forest, or gold. Labor is the workforce. Capital is anything made to assist in production like equipment and machine. Enterprise is the risk-taking ability of the initiator or owner of a business. All the resources must be combined to produce goods and services. Every country, no matter how rich, faces the problem of scarcity. From a developed country like the USA to a less developed country like Afghanistan in Asia, economic problem is always present. Citizens will always want more than what the available resources can provide. Besides, the smaller units of the economy face scarcity. The smaller units are individuals, businesses, and governments. Most individuals in different households across the world would always want more than the resources they have can get. This is scarcity. For example, a student may want to have the following items: a book priced at £15, a pen at £5, a bag at £30, and a shirt at £30. The total value of what he wants is £80. But this student has a resource, in this case money, of £50. He wants more, £80, than he has, £50. This gives rise to scarcity or economic problem. There are several businesses in a country that produce many products to satisfy people's wants. They normally do this for a profit. For example, a business may estimate the profitability of different products it can make. Laptops may generate £1 million profit, cars £3 million, and phones £4 million. The business would definitely want to go for the alternative with the highest profit or payoff, phones at £4 million. However, the resources of land, workers, machines, etc. it has may not be enough to produce phones. This is scarcity. The government is always faced with the economic problem of scarcity. It may have the following options: providing roads at £5 million, schools at £3 million, hospitals at £4 million, and factories at £10 million. The total cost of all these is £22 million. If the tax revenue received by the government is just £15 million, there is scarcity because this is less than the £22 million required to produce all those things. Need and want must be differentiated. A need in economics is a good or service that is necessary or essential for living. We cannot do without them, for example, food, clothing, and shelter. A want, on the other hand, is a good or service that can be done without because it is not essential for living, for example, expensive clothes and mansion. Free goods versus economic goods. Free goods are resources or goods that are available in abundance. They are not scarce. They can be obtained free of charge since we do not spend on anything to produce them. Examples of free goods include sunshine, air, sea, etc. An economic good is a good that is scarce. Anyone who wants it has to pay a price because it is not available in abundance. Costs are incurred in producing it. For example, book, shirt, car, or computer.